welcome to my home. Well, me and Bryce's home. Welcome to my condo tour. I didn't expect I would ever do a condo tour, to be honest with you, but a lot of people have asked me about my place. Because I got my place a year ago in January 2020, it was kind of right before we went into lockdown, and so many of my friends have not seen my house, which makes me sad because it's probably one of my favorite places I've ever lived. I mean, it's my favorite place I've ever lived. It's not as eclectic as some of the other spots, I will say, but I just love it. I love it so much. It's so cozy and it finally feels like home. And yeah, a lot of friends haven't been able to experience it. If I had been living here all summer with no pandemic, I would have had people over every single weekend. It's a great spot to be, and the building actually has some fantastic amenities that I didn't fully get to use. But I'm gonna have to come back in the summer to visit Bree and use them then, just because I'm moving. But I've been here for a year. I love it. It's right downtown Toronto, on King Street West, which is a fantastic spot, right on the streetcar line, right near the highway, which is great for me going to work and traveling on the weekends. So it's a really awesome building. There's a pool, there's a gym, there's a yoga room, a party room, and I mean, yeah, I can't really use any of those right now, but when they were open for small bits of time throughout the year, we definitely got some good use out of them. Yeah, so I live here with Bree, and we share 620 square feet, which is pretty small, but to be honest with you, doesn't bug me. The only thing I would say this place lacks a little bit is storage. We did have to get a storage locker, but it's like $60 a month split between the two of us, so it's really not that big of a deal, and it did allow me to downsize, which was a great reason. Grab a glass of wine, have a cup of coffee, drink some water, I don't know, whatever you're doing, come on a tour with me and see where I spend a little bit of my time. I don't spend a lot of time at home, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was forced to stay home during the pandemic, and I'm really glad that I was here, but I don't spend a lot of time here. So come and see where I spend 25% of my time, where I sleep and where I spend Saturday mornings. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention is that I will probably be doing house tours a lot this year because I am going to be in a few different cities. I'm not going to give too much away right now, but I don't think I'll have a fixed address for the whole year, which is kind of exciting. So I get to decorate a lot and also get rid of a lot of stuff. I feel like I'm going to be such a minimalist by the end of all of this. Hello friends, and welcome to my condo tour. This is the front entrance. This is what you see when you walk into our condo. Right to the right, you will see our bathroom. And there's not too much going on here. We kept it pretty neutral. We've got kind of like a gray-blue theme going on. We honestly just haven't done much with it, but it's clean and simple, which I like. So here we've got kind of like a white stone soap container, and then also a lotion that I got in Nova Scotia this summer, so it reminds me of the East Coast. The storage isn't great. There's really just this here where we keep our stuff. Me and Bree share, so we each have 2 shelves, and then we've got an underneath section as well, which we keep like our hair styling products and stuff. So yeah, pretty simple, but it does the trick. Just a 1 bathroom, which honestly, no problems there. So then you come down here, and Toronto condo style, we've got a mini washer dryer, Energy Star, super perk of the place. Honestly, I've never lived somewhere in Toronto that didn't have laundry. I'm very spoiled. This is messy, but I'm going to show you anyways. This is our closet. Oh my god, so many shoes. We definitely love shoes. So yeah, those are truly like the only 2 spaces of storage we have in the condo. But then you come over here, this is Bree's room. I'm not gonna go in there just because it's her space. So she has a sliding glass door. And then we have our balcony here. It's ugly. I will take you out there in a second. love the view in this place. It is all windows, as you can tell. Honestly, it's just so beautiful and bright. Like when we were in lockdown the first time, Brie and I were both home the whole time, and if we didn't have windows, I probably would have gone insane. Anyway, so yeah, floor to ceiling windows, which makes it feel a lot bigger than it is. This is our little workstation. If I'm working from home, this is where I work from. These chairs are from Wayfair. The desk is from Wayfair. The mirror is from HomeSense. Love it. I think it's a nice addition to the place. Full length. I've always wanted a full length mirror. Then this is a white shelf that I've had for years. Honestly, it was kind of an accident how it ended up here. We're just like, let's try it. And we ended up making it into like a little kind of artsy bar cart. So we've got our books here, some table books, some of our like barware, some random liquor from Iceland that is disgusting but hilarious, speaker system, and then 2 more liquor bottles that are also hilarious. Some effin' rosé vodka that I got in Nashville, and some Zambuca that I got from the show I work on. Long story. And then this is our living room area. We hang out here a lot, obviously. There's not many other places to hang out, but we've got some coffee table books down here that I love. My Life in Hollywood book, my One People, Many Journeys book. Then I've got a National Geographic Live, Laugh, Celebrate, and the Oprah Winfrey table coffee book. I went through a phase in my life, I think university, where I just loved coffee table books. Brie brought this couch in. I think it's from StruckTube. I don't know, it turns into a futon, pretty handy. Very minimal decor, but we do have a mandala painting that I got in Nepal on the wall. It's a symbol of good luck. A plaque my mom got me when I graduated university. It's like a motivational plaque. It's made in Canada. We got her an espresso machine, little Jack memorabilia with some roses, and a Quebec wine that I haven't drinking. And then, yeah, this is our kitchen. I love it. It's a condo size. It's perfect. Fridge, all of it came with the place, which I love. Pantry. Honestly, neither of us really eat at home much, so there's not much to show you in terms of our cupboards. But this is, yeah, I mean, it's enough for 2 people. It's enough space. Honestly, it's, I never feel like overwhelmed by the lack of space. Fridge, again, mostly just condiments and some vegetables and some craft beer. It's not very exciting. I'm now going to take you into my room. Let's go. Okay, and now we enter my room. Yay. Oh, it's a little messy because I am moving some boxes there, but other than that, actually it's not really messy. I'm just like super particular about my space. I have made this into my little sanctuary. My bookshelf. Keep all my brushes there. Actually, fun fact, that vanity there, my mom actually refurbished that for me a couple years ago as a birthday gift, and it used to be like some ugly brown color, and now it's this pretty little white vanity, so I love it. And then that stool under there as well was bought at some like antique shop in Hamilton, Ontario. So, and then my friend, my old roommate, Eliza, actually made me these mason jars for my makeup brushes a long time ago too as a Christmas gift, and I love them. So yeah, this is my space. I love my room. I mean, sometimes I forget that people can see in here, not gonna lie, but I adore it, and I try to keep these blinds open as much as I can. The comforter is actually from IKEA. The comforter is from IKEA. The pillow Lindsay got me. I used to have an all white bedspread, but I got a new comforter this summer when I was out east, and I just wanted to switch it up in my new space. So here on the wall, you can see my map of Canada, a little bit of vision boarding. I have a book collection here. I got Matthew McConaughey's book. I got some Grateful books. You Are a Badass, you know, all of the fun, inspired reading. And then I've got pictures there that I love of memories of friends and my old roomies there. So yeah, this is my room. And then on the other side here, you've got my closet. I ended up having to put my dresser on one side just because it didn't fit with all my other furniture. But it is a double spaced out closet. So I've got the rest here. To be honest with you, I wish I had a bigger closet, but there's not much that you can do. So there are my shoes up there. And it does the trick. Also, I love putting up art from my travels. So here I've got, this one I actually got in Philly, but it's a vintage map of Italy. This is a paper painting, like it's a very, it's like handmade paper from Lao with a beautiful painting on it. And that's from Santa Monica, California. A Mercator Compass Rosé bottle from Nova Scotia, some stuff from Budapest, Mexico, and then all of my books. So many books.
Not much more to it, I guess that's all I am to you. Oh, there's not much more to it.
This is my room.
Oh,
This is
there's
my
not
house.
much.
I hope that you enjoyed this house tour, this condo tour, very small condo tour. When I first moved in here, I kind of felt like I was in a bit of a period of limbo because I was leaving my old house that I had lived in for 4 years, and I only moved because my tires were being slashed in the neighborhood, and so it was a very sudden move. I didn't expect to be moving. So when I moved here, it was very much just like, I found it very fast, I found my roommate very fast, and I knew I didn't want to be in Toronto anymore, but I was at an odd point in time where I wasn't quite ready to leave due to work. Truthfully, if I had have been in my old house, I probably would have left Toronto within 5-6 months time. But then the pandemic hit, and so it was a time of uncertainty for sure. And when I first moved in here, it didn't feel like my own space. It felt very cold, and I didn't want to be in Toronto, so it was a bit of a hard time. But then the pandemic hit, and a few big shifts in my life changed. Somebody that was important to me was no longer in my life, and my job was no longer in my life, and everything, my world had been turned upside down, and I was forced to slow down and spend a lot of time here. So I made it my own, and I love it now. It's been a year, and I'm so much more grounded and calm, and honestly just more content. And I've made it my own space, and I think it's really important to do that in your home because it is your sanctuary. So I think it's important to be able to find the things you love and make it as homey as you can, because where you go to sleep and where you wake up, or it's where you start and end your day. Like, it's really important. So I've done that to my little space, and I'm really gonna miss it when I leave because it's become our little home and our little sanctuary, and I love Bree. If you have any questions about the space or about living in Toronto, please don't hesitate to reach out. I've lived in Toronto now for about 6.5 years, since 2014, and it's been the best time ever. I love Toronto. I love the people I met here. I've had the time of my life. Sad to be leaving, but I'm ready for a change. But I'll get into that into a future video. So thank you again, and I'll see you guys in next week's video. Bye.